All right, welcome back to my channel. I am Marcos Chinoco, Marcelo Garcia Black Belt. On these videos, I'm gonna be commentating how to play guard with big opponents. All right, this is Eduardo. We start from standing. I pull guard right away. So I tried to get to a 2-1 grip, but he pulled the elbow out and he was holding my sleeves. So it's hard to connect, but kind of like he's going to the weave pass, and then he tried to bother my grip, so I used my second hands to break and then re-grip, and then I was with the lasso right there. So I let him play around with his weight to see where he's putting the weights on it, because that's very important when you play lasso, to see, pay attention where the person's weight's on it. So he's kept holding my bottom arm right there, as you guys can see. But I have the lasso, and I was waiting to see, and that's exactly what's gonna happen. He holds my head. That's when I get to the sweep right there. Immediately I change my base to set up. I underhook and I come up to set. So when he let go my arm, he held my head. That the momentum that I used to sweep him from the lasso. So keep eyes on, and when you guys play lasso, just try to sweep right away, but try pay attention where your opponents are trying to smash you. Right, so I got to the top position right here. As you guys can see, Eduardo's trying to use a frame, and then he got wet of my arms. So I kind of like let go right there to see where I'm gonna end up with. So he connect kind of like the one leg axe, holding my arm right there, my legs right there. And I thought he was gonna go for the straight foot lock, but he's not. So kept holding his legs right there. And once again, guys, I'm trying to show as many details as possible for you guys. So I'm kind of like allowing him to move as well. Otherwise, nobody will move. You know what I mean? So he came up. I could go to mount right there. I don't know why I didn't go to mount. So I kept down the hook right there. But then he trapped me in a half guard. But that was too late. So I tried to kick his legs right there, and then I believe that he come up. That's correct, he come up around the knees, and then I lost my chance to go to mount. So I kept playing that game right there. I accept the position. I was on bottom. I kind of like gave the sweep, right? So, and I was on bottom trying to reset my lasso game right there. And then Eduardo kept heavy. Eduardo is very strong, heavy and strong guy, and tackle you. So he kept driving into me. So I kept pushing his hip away. That was a very interesting position right here. If you guys trying to move back the video, you guys gonna see I kept my grip. He kept his grip on my collar. So I moved my head up opposite direction and then push him away. So that was very interesting to see it reset. So we end up on this position right here. I thought he was gonna go for straight for lock again. So end up on bottom, and then I'm gonna try to set the lasso right here. So trying to keep my bottom leg free, I extend my elbow. So the best thing here when you play lasso, if the person start moving too fast, give up on a secondary grip and then go on your elbow. And that's what I did right here. So now it's hard to the person to pin you on bottom. And then for here, I'm kind of like in a fourth, on a third position. My hands is up, so it's hard for him to push me down. So even if he push me down, my leg gonna come around. And then from here, I connect a sweep right there. I don't know if I came up. I could come up. I just did not establish a sweep because I did a mistake of holding the lasso, which keep eyes on it. So don't hold the lasso too long. Okay, so now we came back on the same position right here, basically. And he's trying to smash me. He came off on his knees. And then once again, I want to extend my bottom leg. If you guys gotta pay attention, I extend my bottom leg to break the grip, and then here I am on my elbow again. So play this game, guys. Try not just be hold in one position. Try use your bottom and your bottom arm and bottom leg free. So now I'm gonna do a Granby. I do a kind of like a full roll on my shoulder to reset my guard, and I end up here in this position with both sleeve control. And once again, waiting to his reactions to see what I can come up with right? So I said the spider, he fell back right away. So he fall down, and then he kind of like trying to go for the knee bar, a toe hold right there, but and then he ended up with the reversal toe hold, which this one's kind of most impossible to tap someone in that angle. But anyway, I'm glad that happened so you guys see it and don't do the same mistake. So he kept going that way, and then he realized it was not gonna work, and then he let go, and then I came on top, and Prabha was like, okay, let me see if he can do something right here. And then by this point, he was like, oh my God, I'm dying here. So I do believe that he was doing those mistakes with the toe hold because he's tired, but it's normal, right? So he can regret a lot when he watched this video. Plus, you guys learning a lot by watching, and don't do the same. So he come up, he should go for the ankle lock right there, but he did not go. I was waiting for him to go on mine so I could go on his, and then and then he did let go, and then okay, let's move on from here. Let's try to play bottom game, see what else can bring for you guys, and then I shoot my last right in. So I sit up. By this time, I felt like Eduardo was a little tired. He's not giving me more reaction, but he was holding tight. I came up all the way on my knees, and then I got the momentum. As you guys can see in the slow motion right here, I used the momentum. This sweep is one of the strongest sweep ever with the foot between the legs against anybody, small, large opponents. And then he came up right away. Look, I did not go up. I tried to shoot a shallow triangle right there, and then I believe our train is over right here. And then we're gonna go and second round with Big Dan. Dan is amazing training partner. He puts a lot of pressure. He loves over under. So you guys gonna see a lot of over under right here, and a lot of details also on the front lasso. So we start up, and then right away, like I say, he's gonna start go for the over under. So you guys are gonna learn how to beat the over under in this row, I believe so. And then I try not let he get smashed, because if Dan smash, if he get tight on you, you're gonna have a hard time. So I kept using my hands, my lasso right there, and he knows it's coming, which makes it more difficult. But either way, you see like how I extend my body to break the grip. So you always move your head away to break the lasso grip, the hands on your collar or even on the belt, but move most like on the collar. So then I start beating my bottom arm, try to get the hug, try to get my head right here. I kept moving a little bit. So once again, when I realized that he's coming up stronger, so I came up on my far knee, excuse me, and then it's hard for him to establish me right there. You see it? And then I use once again the previous row, same thing. I come up on my hands, on my elbow, and I kept up, staying up this. It's very, very, very good way to don't let the person get heavy on you. So I kind of sit up with the lasso, and I'm gonna try first attempt, kick him opposite side of the lasso. I did not get that sweep. Usually gets a lot. Second time I tried to go that way, but you guys can see Dan's really solid base right there. I dump him a little bit to the side, and then I realized, okay, I'm gonna just change my grip. I switched the grip. I kept the lasso, but now with my left hands. So this one is one of my favorite lasso sweep. And then I just use my right elbows on the mat, my left foot to use as a hook, and my right foot as a base. And now it's like 3 points of base plus my lasso grip. And then from there, he cannot defend the sweep. Trust me, he cannot defend. There's no hands for him. And then I came on top and established the position right here. Matter of fact, Dan is amazing over on the guard, over on the pass. Invest in your jiu-jitsu today. There is 8 amazing instructionals for you to level up. There is 3 lasso guard instructionals, 1 for each needs. There is winning double knee position. Everything starts from the knees. There is a half guard plan, how to pass the half guard. There's 2 amazing close guard, 1 elbow sweeps and 1 elbow submissions. And there is also how to pass the lasso guard. If you want to check it out, go at bjfanatics.com and don't wait. Invest in your jiu-jitsu today. All right, we're back on it. Matter of fact, Dan is amazing over under pass and amazing deep half guard pass, just like Bernardo's. Now he got me into the deep half guard, and right away I bump and went around, and then I tried to disconnect the over under the half guard sweep, but then he came up and secured his position from top and tried to smash the whole time. Guys, you have no idea how difficult it is to train with Dan. I love it. So he's always on my comfort zone. So he connect the over under. So I'm very comfortable in that position, how to beat this over under. So I bait them a lot using, look how I change my body position and get the person's head on the same side body. So I'm very familiar with this over under. I train a lot of Bernard. I learned a lot from him how to beat that position. So then kept pushing to the over under, over under. He wants the over under so bad because that's his main goal, main game right there. So I kept pushing. I set the lasso to keep him away, and then he trapped my bottom leg, and I was waiting for him to hug my head because I was gonna go for the sweep, but he knows, and I kept moving away. See, he doesn't want to hug my head. So I kept hanging on my left elbow right there, which is a very good way to stop the person from pass, getting ahead of the connection. So kept pushing and kept going there, see what reaction then gives to me. Once again, I have to wait for his reactions. I cannot just keep trying to sweep, 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 especially the bigger opponents. You guys have to understand where they're putting their weights on. So I have the last right here, and then he breaks the grip. I kept push him away, and he connect the over under. Say, okay, I'm gonna let him get comfortable in over under. I'm gonna try to sweep him. So I block with my bottom hands. My left hand block his knee, right hand's on the belt, and then he trying to pass, but I kept his leg away. He cannot get farther up. And then from here, what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna try come up on my bottom elbow to don't let them get up. You see, like it's hard for him to go up, but and then I expose my back a little bit. I try to roll, but he connect the hands. Say, okay, I'm gonna roll again, and that's how I got a top position. So, and then from there I tried to reset, and then I got on bottom because I wanted to play guard, but I could stay up in there. So I end up here, and once again then sinks right into the over under. He wants the over under so bad. That's why his head is always across of my body. So, and he knows that I'm gonna do a bump. I'm gonna sweep him from there. So he kept breaking the grip and moving his weight back, which was good. And that is the sweep that I was expecting. So I bait the sweep, pushing, allow him to get comfortable on the over under, and then I hold my hands on the belt, and then my my left hand's on the elbow, and then I just roll him. He's so attached to me that I just do a back row, and he goes. Guys, this sweep's one of the strongest sweeps to go against over under, guys. So give it a try and let me know in the comments. So, and once again, Dan's way, way, way stronger, way bigger than what you guys think. So it's amazing, very technical. So I came up on my left elbow, my right hand, and then I'm always hang out on my hand to don't let the person gets ahead. I'm playing butterfly guard right here, trying to keep Dan away from me. So I was using my bottom hands to control his grip, because any attack that he's gonna do is gonna come from his hands. So I'm always looking for his hands. I kept Dan away. Like I was telling you, he always go for the pressure pass, which is amazing. So try to keep him away right there, not letting him get to my shoulder. And I think that's about it. So I hope you guys are enjoying. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around. And please subscribe to support the channel, because that's how we grow here. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate, and stay tuned for the next video.